Hello, everyone. It is the 10th of July, and it is just gone midday, and I hope you're all doing very well. We are going to be doing some model making with the usual suspects. We're going to be doing some paper modeling, plastic modeling, and possibly a bit of painting, and we shall see what everyone's up to. So what we're going to do is go straight into who should we choose? I know we got to do Steph last, so it's either Gary or Keith. Gary or Keith. Gary or Keith. Who's going to go? Oh, Keith wins.
I was pointing to Gary above. Doesn't matter.
Too late. You're on.
Too late. That's all right.
How are you? What's been going on?
Oh, I've been nice and busy, but not done much modelling this week. But we've been busy with lots of other things. But I've got my deckling to do. So my US Army truck is going to get its little insignia and such like on it today.
Oh, yeah.
And I will do some drilling and filling on my figure. I've got to put the pins in so I can hold him to paint him later and get the undercoat on him.
Lovely. Can you hold him up?
Pardon?
Can you hold it up?
Yes, I'll hold the picture of him up. So if I hold the picture of him up, he's the jolly evil clown and the little girl.
Oh, yes. Crikey, that's a funny looking thing.
And as you can see with this is the head. You can see the metal pin I've got sticking out the bottom, a bit of florist's wire, or garden wire. I do that to all the pieces, and then I can hold them by that and deal with them. I can do the main painting on him, and then so once I've got those pins in, and that runs me a little short of work after I've done my deckling, I shall have to reach behind me and pull out to the stash the 148th Hurricane.
Lovely.
So that will give me something else to work on.
That's great. So you're banging through your stash, aren't you?
Oh, yes, I'm in trouble. She who must be about has spotted how many kits I've made.
Oh, good. Well, she understands that is relaxing for you, and it does you well, and that you enjoy it. And I think that she should
I'm doing
be
this
on your
for models
side.
for heroes. There's nothing personal in this at all. I'm doing it all for models for heroes.
Yes, I'm sure you're not getting any enjoyment out of it whatsoever.
But I have made a new base for Baldric, and I will photograph that a bit later and put that onto our page on Facebook, onto the Modeller's Mess.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, you weren't very happy with it, were you?
No, and I've turned it out of a bit of square mahogany, so it's darker wood. I've turned it out of square and left the bottom square, polished it up, and I've waxed it and stuck him onto that. And I also made a bit for my Viking, so it only leaves me with the gardener, which will be in light oak, and I'll have to chop that around and make that nice and polish that up.
Okay, awesome. Brilliant. Thanks, mate. Thanks for sharing what you're up to.
Mm.
Who we got next? Oh, yes, Mr. Gary. Let's click on the right button. There he is. Let's unmute his microphone. Let's talk to our man, Gary. Hey, Gary, how are you? And what Land Rover is that one?
This is the second last one I have to make. It's one of the Milan system. I'm going to do it a wee bit different than the last three. Just wee subtle changes to see does anybody notice it.
Oh, okay. You saw that.
Yeah.
Did you see that David Johnston posted his one up? He's just nearly finished.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
It's
cool.
great work. It looks nice.
It does. Yeah, I'm just looking at it now. Is it going to be similar to that one?
No.
Oh,
no.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I've seen actually a real photograph of this one being used in Iraq by the Australian Special Forces.
Right.
And I'm going to try and do it exactly like the one they had out there.
Right. Okay.
We bit of changes.
Okay. Have you got reference pictures or just memory?
Yeah. A lot of it's in the head, and I've downloaded the actual photographs onto my iPad so I can keep an eye on the pictures as well.
Okay. Brilliant.
And I bought a couple of kits yesterday. I bought the horse glider with parachute regiment.
Oh, the horse.
I'm going to
go on.
I'm going to make it that it's came in the land. They've de-bombed out of it, and they're heading for Pegasus Bridge.
Ooh, what scale, Gary?
It's 172, I think it was.
Right.
I seen a lovely laser cutted Pegasus Bridge online last night as well, so I bought it just to have it in the background when the glider comes into land.
Wow, did you say that was what was that made of?
Laser cutted. It was actually a laser cutted one.
Oh, okay, so it'd be wood, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Phil gave me the link to it last night.
Yeah.
And which was a bad job because I ended up buying it.
Was it was he affiliated? Is he getting a payback for doing that?
No, not yet. Not yet. And I bought the starter set as well, belonging to the bolt action. I bought it just to.
Great. Is that the Banda Brothers one?
Yes, the Banda Brothers one. $59.99 on Fleabay. So
yeah.
Going to take up this gaming stuff to see what it's all like, because I've been hearing good reports about it, so I'm going to try it as well.
Yeah, well, I think it's great because you get to build the thing, you get to paint the thing to however you like, and then you get to play with it.
Yeah.
Which is great. It doesn't just sit on the shelf in it, and you can, it's lots of different parts of the hobby. I think it's great.
Yeah, I saw. Done a wee bit of buying yesterday too.
Sounds like it. Hey.
Yeah. I think I've went over my quota for this month again.
Okay. Beware. Just make sure you get enough money for rent and food.
Oh, I've all that already sorted out for the month. So what was ever left, I have spent a wee bit of it already.
We have a competition to do, don't we? Do you remember?
What one was that? Then Malcolm, remind me.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Right. So the noises we usually hear in the background of Gary's living in the middle of a cowshed. We now have him a little mascot, and we need to find a name for him. Or did we say it was a him?
Yeah, we said it was a him.
Yeah. So I'll let Gary choose, but answers in the chat. And what do you think this chap should be called? So you give him a little pet there. give him a little stroke. There you go. What do I like?
I'd say Thomas will come up with a good name for it.
Oh yeah, probably. But answers in the chat, please. And by the end of it, Gary would have chosen the name of this gentleman. Dear. Right, is Steph ready? Let's have a look. Thanks, Gary. Thank you very much for sharing, buddy.
Thank you much, Steph.
All right. Let's see if. Oops. Press the wrong button. Sorry. Steph, are you ready? Give me a wave if you are. If not, I will go to myself. No. Okay, look. Okay. I will go to me. Hello. So, I've been Guess what I've been doing? It's no surprises. I have been working on nothing since Wednesday, but I've been doing the toes here. I've still got a couple more to cut out. This one will the center ones will have some weight in them. I'm just going to put some washers. I've got to go and grab them actually. We've just got some weight to them, and then stick them in some foil, and then put them inside so they don't rattle around. That's what I'm going to do, just to keep the toes a bit of weight, because I imagine this will be somewhat forward heavy. With all this on top. I'm just guessing it might be. There's nothing in the instructions about weighing anything down, but there's nothing in the instructions generally. I will start doing that. So I'm going to cut this one out, and then I'll put the weights in. And that's what I'm going to do. But yeah, we're getting on with it. I've got to take the paper off these pieces. And I think there's 3 toes on each. And then there's a bit of center part, which is where the weight's going to go. I'll probably put the weight in the front toes as well. Yes, I will. Weight in the front toes and in the middle part of the foot, which I think is this one. So it might not be big enough for a washer. Maybe a few bolts. See what I've got. And that's where I am so far. Let's return to that. Let's unmute. Yeah, Steph's ready. So let's go till Steph. Can you unmute your mic? Unmute your mic. There he is. Hey, bud.
My muck is unmuted.
Can you unmute your mic?
Yes,
Steph.
It's unmuted.
Muted. Steph, how are you? What are you doing? And what's going on?
It's all good.
Mm-hmm.
We had a noisy van go around, so I thought while I'm waiting, I'll do a bit of spraying.
So sure.
On my Raiden, and I'm going to be working on this bad boy.
Yeah, really nice, lovely. We talked about the scribing and undercutting on this show before. I think we have.
I'm not sure. I don't think so. We have on my channel.
Okay. So, do you want to talk about it?
Yep. All I've done is all the straps and hard surfaces. I've got a very, very fine, very, very sharp knife, and very, very gently undercut them. So I've gone. Let me just get a knife. There we go. That's one. With the blade, the base against the model, and the sharp bit facing up, just gone into the crevices, just very, very gently score them out like that.
Yeah.
Under the belts, all the hard corners and edges on there, and just underscored them. And it has brought them out unbelievably. I haven't touched the face on this. I've just gone around the edges of the helmet, along the strap and underneath there, just to bring it out and give it a bit of definition. And that's with a black primer and then a white zenithal highlighting.
That's lovely.
So held it like that, and so I've gone about that either way. So from dead center about 15-20 degrees either way, and that way as well. And it's picked out all the highlights, so when I go over it with a very fine glaze, I can slowly build it up and then get the right colors on the top and underneath.
Lovely. Yeah.
And you'll get the highlighting come out then.
Yeah, definitely.
It's got to be done with a glaze though. Very slowly build the levels up.
Yes.
And then I will attempt to do my face, because I'm not very good at faces.
Well, I think the same thing applies. I think you just
just fine glazes.
Very, very thin washes and build the colors up.
Yeah.
Lovely. I absolutely love zenithal highlighting. I think it's looks awesome.
Oh, I'd be quite happy just to stick that in my model.
Yeah, that's right.
It's defined everything.
Yeah.
The only thing I am really, really pants at is eyes.
Yeah.
I just can't do them.
Leave them out. Don't bother. You know, I that's what I do. I try not to do them because I think if they because I can't do them very well, I find them just kind of stick out and they just they got their eyeballs are falling out their face. So if I leave them off, then you just say, "Oh, well, he was blinking." You know.
Yeah. But I'm lucky. I've got a couple of bods that I can practice on.
Yeah, sure.
So it's just getting it all right.
Yeah, there's lots of different techniques, isn't there? Like drawing a black line first, and then white lines, and then have you seen those before? You put a black line down.
I've seen those. I've seen those. I've seen somebody do white all the way across, and then a very fine black line.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it was Thomas said it.
Mm-hmm.
Do it upside down.
Oh, okay.
Try it.
Yeah.
I'm going to try it upside down today. See how that looks.
Yeah.
And then just take it from there.
Okay. Just don't put the eyes on the chin.
Oh damn!
Yeah. Oh,
Want a sweetie, Malcolm?
Oh, let's see, sweetie.
No,
yes,
no, no.
please. Right. Oh, Christ. Okay. So we've got 10 comments already. Should we go shall I have a go at the comments, or shall I do my let's do comments first, and then we can go back to normal viewing, can't we? Yeah. Okay. What have we got? So gosh. Right. So Thomas has put up a picture in the Modeller's Mess, or had done, and I think he says there is a prize of yesterday off for anyone who knows what language I posted earlier and a clue what film series it is from. Unfortunately, I can't see it because it changes my image view of the chat, so I can't see that, but you're welcome to go ahead with that. Rob Tonk says, hi all, just listening in, doing some 1-to-1s and some tree felling in the garden.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah. Just listening, doing 1-to-1 tree felling. There you go. It's new. Be careful. Beware. Al says, just doing a few domestics, and he's going to jump in. And then Thomas goes into full Thomas mode. Okay. So some ideas for your gentleman cow. So we got Morn Moodler, Beefy Wellington, that's good. Sirloin the Moodler, Paddy Moon the Moodler, Milcom Cuds, Dairy Moodler, Bovine, that's nice. Bovine, yeah. Calcium, calcium. Steaky McSteakface, yeah. Dinner or Angus McModel up. So I imagine they're going to keep coming in. so I would start making a top 10 list going. Steaky McSteakface is nice, and Bovine's nice too. Keep them coming. We want to know. We want to know what to name Thomas's. Gary's new pet there. Oh, look, perfect! Look, he's right in your corner too. Oh, we've got another one. Sprue the Moo. So immature, aren't we? Right, let's get on with it then. Let's do some model making and stuff and bits. I'm going to just disappear a sec. I'm just going to go and grab these weights for this model, and I'll be right back. Okay.
Right, I'm going to go silent for a bit because I'm just doing some spraying. I'll be back in a moment.
Okay. How are you finding the World War One truck, Malcolm?
It's gone together beautifully. It really has. It's really gone together nicely. I had a few bits with it in the beginning because they didn't really have, on a couple of pieces, they didn't have really good location points for some pieces.
Yeah.
And they were quite crucial at the beginning. But no, it's come on quite well. I'm happy with it.
That's good, because I find with some ICM kits, they're like that.
I think it is, it is a problem that you get with all sorts of model kits, isn't it?
Yeah. It does beat me why they do put them like that.
I think a lot of the time when people are making these model kits, they get that involved in it that they know the kit inside out by the time they're reaching this stage.
Yeah. Are you going to put it on the base, Keith?
I shall get a little picture frame for it to go on. And I'll put it down on a picture frame. In fact, I expect I'll use the picture frame for several models. So, I'll have a muddy picture frame that I can stick several models on.
Yeah. It's nice when you can do that. Change the model from the scene.
It's just so that if I go to a show and display it, I can take these picture frames with me and stick any model on them.
Yeah. I used to put them on picture frames, but I don't know why I stopped it.
I've always been quite happy just sticking them on the table, honestly.
I buy them display cases from Trumpeter.
Yeah.
And the only reason why I would do that there at the moment is because it saves trying to dust them the whole time when they get dusty.
Oh, yes.
And that's the only time I'll take out the airbrush is to clean them with the airbrush.
Yeah. I did like the comments on the Land Rover this morning about the chap who every time he went out there was some disaster and he had some pieces flying in his direction.
Yeah.
It does remind me of a day I went out to when I was working at the ordnance factory. I was sent out to dismantle a rocket propellant plant.
Right.
For cleaning. They were making some batches of rocket propellant. We were trying this new rocket propellant, which they were calling the rubbery propellant. And instead of being the way we always used to make it, they had developed a new way of making it, and it was a sort of epoxy rubber, where you mix a hardener with it.
Right.
And I arrived at the building, and as I arrived at the building, the operator came out of the control room with the shift manager. And as we all got near the building, because it was remote control, the roof sort of flew off in a pile of flame. And we just pulled the drenching lever, which happened to be convenient to us outside the building, close to where I was leaning my bike up with the tools. And I looked across and looked at the shift manager and said, I won't bother dismantling the building for you, but I'll switch the services off.
Right.
And the young chap who was operating the building and operating the plant, he turned round and said, that's the third time this week. He said, I resign. I've had enough. It's telling me something. And we'd actually destroyed 3 buildings in the 1 week making this stuff. And he didn't change his mind. He did. He left. He gave up completely. He said, that's it. He said, that is definitely giving me a message.
To quit it.
Yeah. But my brother had worked there. He'd actually I went in to see him in his office one day, and he backed onto the rocket propellant area, and he had written on his notice board, come home to a real fire. Get an office near composite propellants. It was one of these strange things. Every time we tried to make something the same way as the Americans did, we realised how dodgy their system was.
Oh, never follow the Yanks.
No, we had a batch of TNT from them one day, and there were cigar butts in it.
Oh, I'm back.
Oh, sorry, Malcolm.
That's right. You carry on. Thomas wants to know if he wins, does he get a well done? As that would be rare.
At the moment, he's winning hands down.
Oh, of course he is. Yes, I think anyone's put any other offers in. Malcolm is phoning me, telling me to stop.
Really?
His ribs are hurting.
Really, Malcolm, you can't have a well done rare steak, can you?
That's true. Well, you can have it well done on the outside.
Mm.
What else we got? Brisket the biscuit. We've got Moofy the Moodler. Pat. Bushmoose.
Frederick the Frisian.
Yeah. Betty Moo the Coo. Mooby Duck. Ruby Cown. And Thomas says, Keith, one of my employees had a rocket up his butt. Sadly, I had to let him off.
Well, I actually had another one the other day. I was hit by a flying power tool. I mean, there was absolutely nothing. Then suddenly, bosh.
Sake. That's good. I like that. Gosh.
Right back. Has anybody done comments recently?
Yes, mate. We've just finished doing comments.
Cool.
All 200 of them.
Oh, sorry.
Why? Have you not seen all the comments?
Yeah, but it's just one person.
Yeah, that's what we were just saying.
Yes. Yes.
He's got keyboard diarrhea this morning, by the look of it.
Well, we did give him the requests, didn't we? This is our fault.
It was just a throwaway comment, but then he's a bit competitive, isn't he? See if go on, bite. No, he won't bite.
You're quiet now.
No, I'll just treat my comment with the contempt it deserves.
Keith, that power tool.
Yeah.
Thomas wants to know: was it chucked? No, that's Thomas Gold there. Thomas Gold.
Well, you know the drill, don't you?
Yeah, very good.
Oh, good Lord, that was a bit sad.
It was a bit. Drills.
You've got to be careful there because you don't know who you're going to trigger with drill jokes.
Yes, yeah, triggers, yeah.
You got to keep your nose to the grindstone.
You're all tools.
Yeah, you never know what'll turn up.
Hey, at least I'm not a spanner short of a step. Be careful or I'll snip you short.
These jokes are a bit plain.
I am going to ply the truth from you.
Oh, Thomas is. You've obviously upset Thomas. Has called you the budgie modeler.
I'm going to go into a flap now.
These jokes are wrenching at my heart.
If you had one, Keith, I've heard you got a swinging brick.
Ow! Gonna cut the wrong bit now.
Now who's the
It's all right. I'm trying to put a decal on here, and I'm laughing.
Bollocks. Now it's all funny until someone cuts the wrong part off badly.
Then it's even funnier.
That get serious now. Right, fix it. Fix it.
I'll fix it for Swisket.
You watch me take 10 minutes to try and find the end of this masking tape. There we go. How was your show the other night, Steph?
Yeah, it went well.
Was it good?
Yes. Seen the first two seasons already. Into the third one now.
Were you binge watching it, or one at a time, or what?
We're watching it one at a time because you can't watch 4 or 5 episodes at the same time.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The previous one,
Gotcha.
obviously.
Yes. I mean, is it just been out, or is it out now? Is it coming out weekly, or what?
It's all on Amazon, so I've been watching it on Amazon. But we watch one of those, then we watch Fear the Walking Dead. And Thomas mentioned it the other night, and we'd seen an advert for it, and it looks There's a couple of shows coming out on Netflix. One is called I believe the old ones, or the Order.
Right.
Which looks really good. And also, both Lisa and I giggled about it, then watched the trailer and went, oh, that actually looks quite good. It's called Warrior Nun.
Warrior Nun?
Yes, this girl wakes up after she's been killed, and finds that she's got these superpowers, and she wakes up apparently in a nunnery. And she becomes a warrior nun.
Oh, gosh.
Exactly. My sentiments exactly there. Then I watched the trailer and went, oh, that looks good. And I know a couple of days later, Thomas posted on I can't remember whether it was on mine or this one, that the Warrior Nun is one to watch.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Is it a comedy, a tongue-in-cheek, or what is it?
I don't know. I think it's serious.
Really? The Warrior Nun.
But I'm sure Thomas has got the inside track on it.
Warrior Nun. It sounds like one of those 80s straight to VHS films, doesn't it?
Yeah.
All right, got some more names. Ruddy Uddy Muddler. Super Glue de Moo. Super Glue de Moo. Thomas says that Warrior Nun is like Buffy on steroids.
Ah, cool. That sounds quite... Because I've been looking at it and going... And it's... Do we, don't we, do we, don't we? Oh, and we've decided to do it.
Yeah.
And then on July the 31st, it's season 2 of the Umbrella Academy.
Okay. Another one I have not heard of.
Oh, it's on Netflix. You've got Netflix?
I don't, I'm afraid.
Okay. But yeah, if you can get hold of it, the Umbrella Academy is really good.
What's it about?
These kids have got superpowers.
Ooh, cool.
And if I tell you any more, it'll spoil it. Your girls will probably love it. Because Lisa's daughter, Becky, put us into it.
What was that one that was... is it called Heroes or something?
Yes, Heroes is brilliant.
That was... Is it like that, I guess, then, is it?
No.
Okay. That was good. I quite enjoyed Heroes.
Yeah, I did as well. Heroes is really fun.
Save the cheerleader, save the world, wasn't it? Something like that.
Yes.
Especially that time travel chap. That was great.
Hero,
yeah. I think that's probably the beginning of the sort of binge watching era, wasn't it? I would said.
Yeah.
You know, really good TV came out, and you could watch these things online. Thomas is finished. He says, I can't do any more. My fingers are bleeding. So there you go. Well,
Thomas.
Yeah, broken. We'll wait until the end for Gary's final decision. But there's 4 people in the chat. You know, hey, it can't be Thomas on 4 different screens. So could be. Get your guesses in. Who you want to call this gentleman cow? Hi, Pat's good. Steaky McSteak face is good.
Spider cow.
Spider cow. Does whatever spider cow does. I don't think my cat's very well. It's acting odd. Well, while I was doing my Gordon the Gopher research the other day,
Right.
I came across Ed the Duck. Do you remember him?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. I'd totally forgotten he existed. Ed the Duck.
He was with what's his face? Oh, good lord.
Andy Crane?
That's not Andy Crane.
Peters?
Andrew Peters.
Peters. I don't think he spoke, did he? Did he just quack?
Yeah.
What did the duck do? Quack.
Quack quack. Oops.
The duck was arrested for voyeurism in Soho. He was charged as a Peking duck.
Oh, did I tell you I have to go early?
All of a sudden, yeah. Yeah. I think I'm all right today. I think my wife has to go on a call shortly. No. 2:30. Great. So plenty of time. Oh, I'll do it again. Rob Sanks says, good series are Ozarks, Gangsters, is that Gangster of London or Ganger of London? This is written.
That's the Gangs of London.
Oh, Gangs of London, and Summer of Rockets.
Yeah.
Ozarks. What's Ozarks then?
I think it's the Vikings. I'm not sure.
Oh, right. The Vikings one's good. It looks good anyway. Yeah, Vikings came out at the same sort of time as Game of Thrones. And we was fully into that, so we didn't really get to watch the Viking one. So nothing beats the West Wing.
Never actually watched it.
That was one of my favourites. It's very clever, cleverly written, well acted. and kind of hits the ground running. You know, as soon as the episode starts, you got to be paying attention. You know?
One of those, is it?
Yeah, it's really good. Oh, and The Wire. You ever watched The Wire?
I tried to, but never got into it.
Okay. Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? If you don't get into these things, then don't work, do they?
No.
Well, I thoroughly enjoyed The Wire.
Did any of you watch Nightfall?
Nightfall?
What's that about?
No.
The Knights Templars?
No. Oh, I like things like that. I might have to have a look.
It's on Netflix. Please watch that. It is brilliant.
Is it like is it a acted thing or is it a documentary or what?
It's an acting one.
All right, yeah.
But it's supposed to be on a true night of the Knights Templars.
Mm-hmm.
It's a mockumentary.
Right, yeah.
Is it, Gary?
Something like that, yeah, Steph. It's all I can say is just watch it. It makes you think.
Cool. Okay.
I watch stuff like that, especially Knights Templars and stuff.
Yeah, I find stuff like that really interesting.
Because if you look at the Knights Templars structure, you know, from their person who would have cleaned out the stables and stuff like that, to be trained to be a Knights Templars, you can actually see that in the modern British Army, the rank structures.
Yeah.
Thomas says the most famous radio call in the British Army. There is a Land Rover that's rolled over on the flyover to Hanover. Over. Sounds like that scene from Airplane, doesn't it? Got your clearance, Clarence.
Oh, hello, Roger.
Yeah. Oh, Ozarks is a cartel.
Oh, it's cartel one, is it?
Ozarks is mob accountant on the run. Okay. Vikings is great. It's not for kids, but I better not watch it. The Wire had so many twists in it. It got renamed the Coat Hanger. Yeah.
Was that Thomas?
Was. Yes. Gangs of London, more violent than Tarantino, says Rob. Right, I'm just going to mute my mic because I've got to do some tin foiling. And it might be noisy, and I don't want to noise you out. So
that's fine. Don't worry about it, Malcolm. Stay on. If it gets too noisy, then we'll say.
Okay.
So he deliberately scrunches it up next to his mic.
How did you know? We've got these little washers, look. Perfect.
Cool.
Yep.
So what are you using a tin foil for, Malcolm?
Just to
yourself a little hat.
Yeah. And put the hat on so Fox News can't get into me head. So no, it's just to secure it really, because it's quite malleable, isn't it? Once you can make it into any shape, so I can get it into there, and it won't rattle around.
Cool.
That's the theory.
Steph,
Gary?
did you see Thomas Charles's comment there?
No. Go on and read it.
Is Malcolm skinnying up? It's like last week's stoned episode.
Bless.
If I get a teaspoon and you see some bubbling liquid in it, then you get worried. Classic. I have to watch it back, see if it's as bad as you really are telling me it was.
I wouldn't, Malcolm. But that's your choice.
So Rob's doing some work on his garden. He says he's doing some tree work or something, didn't he? What did he say? He was doing some tree felling in the garden. That's what he said he's doing. So he just said to his old lady next door, "I'll trim a bush for her if she likes." And she replied she had not had an offer like that for years.
Bless her.
And she's 94.
Sounds like a job for Harriet, that, because she's a lady gardener.
Yes. Yes, she is. Trim. Yep. You starting, Steph?
Sorry?
Are you starting your painting now?
Yep.
Awesome. Thomas says, "Rob, can you get her phone number for me?" Gosh. Wow, it's like a dating site going on here now. Rob says, maybe I can get a new job trimming ladies' front gardens. And Rob's obviously talking to her right now. She said, how old is Thomas? And he said, young enough to be a twinkle in her eye, Rob. Blimey. She sounds like a lot of fun. I've talked about this before. I think Rob's neighbours, haven't you got neighbours that have got American Jeeps and stuff like that? And their garden or something. So we talked about that before.
Yeah, I think we have. I think somebody mentioned it before.
Yeah, wasn't it? It was an anniversary, wasn't it? And there was something going on just before lockdown.
Oh, yes, I remember that now.
What was it for? Was it D-Day?
Could be.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I've got to make a colour up for this, for his outfit.
Mm.
And they stated colour number 42, 60%, plus colour number 43 at 40%. So that makes 100%. And then I've got plus colour number 30.
To taste.
Oh,
I can't help you there, mate.
Nope.
What colour is it supposed to be then? Do you know?
No, because it's all in black and white. There's no.
What are those colours it asks you for?
Number 42 is mahogany. Number 43 is wood brown. And number 30 is a matte base. All right, okay.
Ah, okay.
There we go.
So some sort of brownie colour.
Yep.
What is it you're painting there?
A Japanese pilot from World War II.
Right.
It's a bit chilly out. It's windy too.
It is that, matey.
I was hoping you weren't going to hear.
Uh,
The notorious Keith Trumps. So, Gary, you got any favourite names yet?
No, not that.
Nope.
What football team do you follow, Gary?
Chelsea.
Okay.
Mourinho.
Yeah. Shame he doesn't follow Newcastle United. Right, don't they?
Yeah.
Somebody's dog like that one.
Yeah, that'll be Ollie next door.
Ah. Barking at the pigeons.
Yeah, there you go.
Roof. Yeah, I think we've got 4 of us on now. I think 4 is a great number, you know.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
4 is the magic number.
Yes, I think so. What's the limit now? 9? Is it?
10.
God.
Not that I'd ever have 10 people up on.
You wouldn't get any modelling done, would you? You just get
No.
just be
All you'd be
managing.
doing is just sat there managing it.
Yeah.
Back in 5 minutes, boys. All right.
All right, mate. No
Thanks
worries.
for the warning.
Me too. I'm just gonna have a bit of lunch, spot of lunch, and I'll be right back. Okay.
Okie dokie. Right, so 60%, 40%. Do his straps and harnesses. You got anything planned for the weekend, Keith?
Well, I've got somebody coming up on Sunday to service my generator welder.
All right. What is it, MIG or TIG?
No, it's stick.
It's what?
It's stick.
Okay.
It's a stick welder. It's a straightforward DC stick welder.
Cool. Well, if I need some welding done, I know
I've got I've got an ordinary mains powered arc welder, which does TIG as well as stick.
Yeah.
I have got a little MIG set at home, but it's only one of the little hobby ones. It's not a very good one.
Right.
But most of the work I do, I don't like to use MIG on.
Okay. Any particular reason?
We don't use MIG on pressure work.
Right.
I don't normally do pressure work, but occasionally I do a bit of building up on the outside of the steel plate work for something like that is pressure, and you keep to the same with it. You don't mess with that.
Yeah. I was watching a program the other night, and about Avro's jet, and they invented, what was it, puddle welding? They had to invent a completely new style of welding called puddle welding to be able to make it.
Yes, because there's submerged arc again, which is, that's a specialist welding done somewhere else. But most of the welding I know a lot of people end up needing has got to be a coded welder.
Right.
But I've just made an ash pan for a traction engine out of 6mm plate.
All right, cool. How did that go?
So I had to cut it out. Oh, it went all right. I cut it out with a plasma cutter. And then I brought it all home and clamped it up and welded it together, and it seemed to go quite well. I'm quite pleased with the results. I've still got to do the final fitting now.
Cool.
But the gentleman went into lockdown.
Oh no, nightmare.
That's all right. It's no rush. It's not a paid job. It's something I'm doing for a friend of mine's engine.
Right.
If you look on my Facebook page, you'll see pictures of it. It's the big McLaren.
All right. Let's quickly do this strap and I'll read some comments out.
I is back.
Do you want to do some comments, please, mate? How's your cup of tea?
Coffee, actually, thank you. That's lovely.
Good. I hope you choke on it.
Thank you.
Now just shut up and crack on with the comments.
Okay, Nick Mulberry is watching.
Who is?
Nick is watching.
Hello, Nick. Welcome.
Thomas Charles says off means figs 5. Whatever that's back. Whatever that's about. Then he says, sorry, back on meds. Thomas Charles says, Moona, the bar is be. Don't know what that big word is. Haven't a clue.
Let's have a look.
Thomas.
Moonan, the Quinarian. What the hell's a Quinarian?
Is that a 6? Like quintuplets?
I'm not sure, but I'm sure Thomas will tell us eventually.
Hmm.
Is that us up to speed, Gary?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, no. Move! Thomas says cuddles as well. Thomas says was going to call the cow Jesus because I can't believe it's not Buddha. And Thomas Charles, it's a play on words. Conan the Barbarian. So there we are. We're up to speed now. Right, so I need to make this paint up. So it's 60% mahogany and then 40% wood brown.
I would have thought, as a Japanese company making models of a Japanese aircraft, they would have made the color and making the paints. They would have made the paints for that.
Yeah.
So you didn't have to mix it.
Well, what they do is they give you that number there, which equates to Mr. Hobby colours. But then you get down to here.
Right.
And there's no Mr. Hobby colours apart from until you get to there. So the colours like semi-gloss black, RLM82 light green, dark green, cowling colour, cockpit colour Mitsubishi, cockpit colour Nakajima, propeller colour. Yeah, what colour is it? They've got 131, but they don't say what colour it is. So it's just a nightmare.
What was the Mr. Hobby colour?
For what?
Number?
For what?
For the uniform?
For the uniform, there isn't one.
You said they gave you a Mister.
No, what they've done is they've said number 42, which is mahogany, which I've got 60%, and number 43, which is then wood brown. Now, which wood brown? Dark wood brown, light wood brown, in between wood brown? They don't stipulate, and it's quite frustrating. It's like I have, this one, 382 from Rebel. That's wood brown.
Yeah.
But is it the right wood brown? Okay, there's my mahogany. But I've got so many different wood browns. It's like, which one? So I'm just going to go with these two. So 6 drops.
All right, I'm back in.
Hello.
Thomas says the cow is an IKEA lasagna. What about fly moo?
Fly moo to the
That's quite relevant. Buttercup for Berserker. Fast and Movius. One of the Moulin sisters. I think sirloin is quite good.
I like Kona the Barbarian.
Oh, the barbicanarian, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Moonin, the barbicanarian. Yeah. I mean, there's a joke in there somewhere. All right, so this is one heavy front toe. Pretty good. What have you got for lunch today, Keith?
I don't know yet. I'm going to have a look in a bit in the fridge.
Mm. I just had a chicken.
I haven't ordered my lunch to come up.
Ordered it.
Caroline will make a lunch and she'll stick it in the fridge ready for me for when I go down.
Oh dear.
That's quite ironic, Gary. I can't hear any cows at all now.
No, they're actually quiet today for some reason.
Oh.
That's because they're laying in Gary's shed.
Because they're all in the freezer.
He's teaching them to lie down on the barbecue.
Gary, you got your first meeting on Friday? This Friday?
Yeah, and we're hoping. I have to see now after Tuesday.
Is it
We're meeting up. We're meeting up in the morning for breakfast.
That's this Friday.
Yeah.
Ah, great. I'm really pleased.
Because all the gyms open this morning and the bingo hall's over here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
talking about reopening up, the Flat Earth Society has said that social distancing is pushing some members over the edge. Which is the Tamiya paint that's called Flat Earth?
Flat Earth is XF. I've got it here somewhere.
So 73. I don't know. This one called Flat Earth, isn't there?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I've got
There
it
is
somewhere.
that.
Flat Earth XF52. There you go. XF52, Malcolm.
Yeah. One day I know more off by heart.
Sorry?
I said one day I'll know more off by heart. It'll be a sad day, won't it?
I hear there's a new model shop opened in Belfast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Model World.
Model work. Okay, great.
So there could be a wee road trip next week up to see it.
Yeah. Why don't you get in contact with Colin, see if he wants to meet up for a
Yeah.
say hello. Can put a face to a name or a name to a face or a beard. Face to a beard. He's got a huge beard at the moment. He's all beard. I like Colin. Really good guy. The Modeller's Nook, I think it was the one in Belfast. Did you ever go into that one?
I did.
Yeah.
I was talked out of it.
Hey?
I was talked out of it. The missus thought I was spending too much money in it. Leave me alone. I'm happy.
Gotcha. Did you know the owners? The chaps who
No,
worked in
I didn't.
Twist? No. Yeah, good chaps. Oh, yeah, they just closed. Was it last year, year before? They closed down.
Yeah.
So how long a drive is it then to get to Belfast?
2 hours.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's quite significant.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure the model shop owner will be appreciative if you spend that time getting there. Do you know the person who's opened it?
No, I don't. It was Phil was telling me last night about it. Does everything you can think of, to do with arts and crafts and stuff like that.
Ah, okay. Gotcha.
Oh, it's not a hobbycraft store, is it?
Think that's what it could be, Steph, all right. They do model kits and everything.
Yeah, they do. They do the whole Tamiya paint range. And Umbral and Revel, I believe. But yeah, they've got some okay kits in there, but it's not a specialist model shop.
No. No, staff won't ever have a foggiest, but they do let you put up flyers and things like that. So, if you, I don't think you have one, but take a Models for Heroes flyer or send one to them.
I have some here, Malcolm, that you sent me over.
Oh, did they? Oh, yeah, from the open day thing.
Yeah.
Did you do that? Did that go ahead?
No, we were going to go and do it, but COVID-19 came in and we had
that. Yeah, it was just then, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, take one up there, see if they'll put one up on their notice board. We've got one up here in Newbury. And Basingstoke. But yeah, it's not the cheapest place.
We were thinking of go up to Le Mans in Coleraine as well.
Mm-hmm.
Although he has a big model shop up in Coleraine.
Right.
Solely plastic kits. He does nothing else but plastic kits.
Right. No paper models.
No.
Good for him.
He doesn't even have RC stuff.
Oh wow, that's rare.
Yeah. Oh, it's like a real old time fashion model shop.
Yep.
You could spend hours on it.
And I'm sure you will, Gary.
Yeah.
Me? No.
Okay, I can smell that from here.
Thomas says, "Is it too late to call the cow Moo Moolam?"
Oh.
Well, yes, it is, because it's a male. It's a male moo cow. Unicorn showing pics. He means Rubicon. Rubicon, not unicorn. Bloody phone, says Rob. Rubicon are showing pics of their first Cold War vehicle. That's a Russian. Oh, is it on their page, is it? I have to look. Thomas says his phone does that as well. Autocorrect is a fun thing. Oh, and Hell on Wheels is another great series, says Rob. Not heard of that one either.
No, I haven't either.
No.
What's that one about?
I don't know. If Rob's still listening, what's that one about? Tractor. Not sure what he's. Thomas was talking about that. He says, "Well, he is driving a tractor."
Probably Rob.
Yes,
It depends where Rob lives.
absolutely. Yeah, Thomas says Hobbycraft don't have a clue about the gear. Yeah, that's right. They won't have particularly
Good ideas or an understanding.
Yeah, and understanding of the products. I mean, you might be lucky.
But seemingly it's like a big warehouse. It's supposed to be massive.
Yes, it is. But I mean, they do all sorts of different crafts and things.
There's stuff you can get there that you would find useful.
Yeah, oil paints and things like that.
Yeah,
storage boxes,
pastel chalks.
Yep.
But if you're going to go for pastel chalks, I would probably go for the Works.
Yeah,
because they'll be cheaper. Well, have a look.
Yeah, have a look. Yeah, they're good for storage boxes, aren't they? I know that. And things like PVA glue or something, odds and ends. But yeah, it's not like a wholesale place.
It's just nice to go up to see it.
Oh, it'd be nice to go to a shop again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to get away from Mono for a day.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say just to get away from her for a day.
I wouldn't joking about it, can't say that. It's a lad's day away.
Go on, mate. Sorry. What did you say?
It's a lad's day away, and that's why I'm looking at it.
Yeah. Does your lady do any crafts?
Yeah, painting by numbers.
Oh, of course. Yeah, well, you definitely pick some of those up there. Definitely.
She loves them.
Yeah. Yeah, go and treat her. Just wonder if you get a model kit that has like all the numbers on it, like what Steph's doing, like will the paint this color, this bit that color, and you could do like a production line. Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff in there. Useful. Oh, yeah. Thomas also says you can do in-store demos at Hovercraft. Yeah, so they have a space, don't they? Most of them, where they have a couple of tables and some chairs, and they'll do occasionally in-store demos of different products, and then they'll invite people in to demo products. But they also, I think, in one or two of them, they do kind of like a model group. So I mean, it's obviously 2 hours drive away from you. It's way too far, but it's a possibility. Thomas says all the paper model shops are folded. Brilliant. Talking about Hell on Wheels. Hell on Wheels is building the East-West Railroad in the I'll start again. Hell on Wheels is building the East-West Railroad in the USA again. It's violent, but a great story.
Cool.
The Irish, the blacks, the Chinese, and the whites.
Yep. Sounds like another good one to watch.
Yeah. Or Hell on Wheels is letting the wife drive. Thomas also says Moo Gram models. Moo Gram. Oh, like monogram. Moo Gram. Cowie face. There's one with no steaky face. Sirloin steak face. Just call it Bernard or something, just whatever.
Well, there you go. To save all the arguments, why didn't you just call it Dave?
Well, that wouldn't be confusing, would it?
Well, you got a crossover then.
Yes. Pet Dave. Talking about Summit of Rockets, isn't it? Rob mentioned that just now. Summit of Rockets is the inventor of the hospital bleeper, but with a big MI6 twist.
Okay.
That's like a pager, isn't it? Bleep someone.
Thomas had said, ask Gary if that's a Mulan firing system on the Land Rover.
Thomas says, I took the time and effort to think up these crap names. Don't go and decide on something boring. I think Bernard's a good name for a cow.
I think we'll call it, what was that one? Colin.
Okay.
We'll call him that.
Moonin.
Yeah.
Moonin the Barbecuinarian. Noonan
Yeah.
the bar. So okay, so Noonan the barbecue, and Conan the barbarian. So Moonin the barbarian.
Yes.
Bear.
Good luck with remembering that one.
Yeah, that's an easy one.
I'm just going to call it
Moonin
Dave. I'm going to call it that
the
one. I'll never remember that name, and I'll just call it Dave.
Union. Conan the barbarian. See, if it was a sheep, right, you could say Conan the barbarian. That would be good. That's
But it's not. It's a cow.
I know. All right, Moonin then.
Thank you, Thomas.
Yeah, well done, Thomas. Congratulations. You win a magic beans.
Poke in the eye with a blunt stick.
How's that figure coming along, Steph?
It's coming on. Give me a couple of minutes and I will do a show and tell.
Yeah. Are you all right there, Keith?
Yes, that's right. I found etched brass in the first set of instructions.
Oh, really? Wow. Well, that's a good start, isn't it?
That's all right. I'll get round it. There's no pilot figure to stick in the way of it.
I'm sure you'll pull it all together, Keith.
Yeah.
A Summer of Rockets is a troop of Sherman tanks in it. Is Rob? And Thomas needs some new M4H stickers. Oh, I need to put some up on the shop, don't I? The I Heart M4H ones. I haven't made. I just completely forget to keep putting them on the shop. I'll do that soon. You can get the vinyl ones on the shop. The red ones. Keith, next time you're coming over, I've got this huge 10-inch vinyl stickers for your van. If you'd find that appropriate. Or we can stick it on a magnetic sheet.
I think it might be better on a magnetic sheet. I was going to have a word with the insurance company about having a patch on the van.
Yeah.
A patch of advertising on the van.
We could put a sticker that says no miniature tools left in this van overnight.
Yeah.
No model tools. No tiny tweezers.
I could be going past you next Wednesday.
All right, bud. Pop in.
Yeah. I've got an appointment in Thatcham at 10 o'clock in the morning.
All right. Thatcham, is that to do your haircut?
No, it's a boiler inspection.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Haircut's Monday. And I start spending money big on Thursday because I go to the dentist.
Oh, wow. Thomas says, I know someone that saw a flying cow in the 1940s. And apparently it was a moo fighter. Dancing cows, Moulin Rouge. That's good. Moulin, yeah. Moulin Rouge. All pilot figures for models all look like they're a mid-poo. Yes, they do. Yep.
Right then, do you want to have a look?
Yes, I do. Hang along. That's the button for you.
Right, the head first. I haven't done any flesh tones at all on him.
Oh,
Just
it's
the brain.
lovely. It's really nice.
And then the first glaze on the pilot.
Yeah.
Come on, kick in.
Boo. Hey, yeah. Is that fun to do?
Yeah, it's really enjoyable.
Good.
It's keeping me out of trouble. But you can see where the xenophils kicked in and everything goes darker.
Yeah.
So you only need one light glaze on it. And what I might do is just put a lighter colour of this along his knees and along the real highlights.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of quite nice.
Sorry, your canopies can be open, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, cool. Brilliant.
Yeah, there's just a couple of bits that I've seen that are really, really small that I've missed. So with the magnifiers on, I can see them.
Yeah. I find it very relaxing. Oops, wrong button. I find it very relaxing doing... wrong button. Doing figures, painting figures and things.
Yeah. Right, gents, I'm going to call it a day because I'm feeling it.
No worries, buddy. It's all that bending over, isn't it?
Yeah.
Leaning down.
Very
No
much
worries.
so.
I'll see you tonight, yeah?
Definitely. Right.
Cool.
Bye, guys.
Cheers,
Take
then.
care.
Take care, buddy.
Thanks, Steph.
See you, Steph.
Cheers, bye.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, yeah, we're nearly up to 2 hours. So Steph needs like a head height. My head height, like almost like a chin height table, like Thomas was talking about. I would like a much higher desk in the garage for doing airbrushing and stuff. The desks feel so low sometimes. Tom says you cut out. Thomas says at Longcross Studios we have a fogging machine, Keith.
Yeah.
There's an old hospital boiler mounted on a trailer. It's PV tested and has its own trained crew. It was last used in the film 1917. We were not allowed to touch it. The team have everything all padlocked off and such. And they said if it went bang, it would take the studio out.
Yes, it would.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yes, I know. We occasionally do a small one that somebody uses for special effects, and we normally do it when they decide they want to use it. So they dig it out, and we inspect it and get it going for them because they got a film job for it.
Where's that one?
Well, that one's just sort of parked in a farmyard somewhere in a barn, in a corner of a barn, and they supply all bits and pieces to the special effects industry and the film industry.
Mm-hmm.
And if they want it, then this one gets wheeled out. We put a ticket on it, and they use it.
Well, that makes more sense than just having it constantly inspected.
Of course, it doesn't do the electronic controls a lot of good to leave it standing.
All right. So, Keith, do you find a difference in your the quality of the stream coming through in your new router?
It does seem better.
Good.
I'll see how good it is this afternoon, because I'll leave the computer up here and I'll do some invoicing. So
yeah, well, certainly
I'll see how it works like that.
What frame rate
Picture,
are
I
you
think, is better.
broadcasting as? Do you know?
I don't know. I set it up to the highest the other day.
Okay.
I don't know if the machine suddenly decided to alter itself, because it does play silly devils like that occasionally.
Yeah, no, your picture, as Thomas says, your picture is way better. Your picture is better. It's a bit stuttery in terms of not like a fluid movement, but it's way better.
Yeah. No, I think this will improve as we get the new link up in. There's still a chunk of landline, but we will be fibre optic from the box down the road.
Yeah. You know, Gary, what did you drop?
The capper monster out of the game.
I saw you go down. But either that or he's having a stroke. Carpet Monster's at it again. Yeah. Did you, Keith, did you look at getting some headphones?
I have looked. I will see if we can get some. It's
awesome.
I don't know how you're finding the sound with me at the moment.
There's still a little bit of a delay, but there's also a little bit of feedback from our voice coming through your computer. I don't know if Gary can hear that sometimes too.
Yeah,
just a wee bit.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like a robot or something coming back through.
What I'll do is I'll have a look, and we'll see if I can get a set. I'm not a deer set, but I'll see if I can get a set with the microphone on. Yeah, I think I found a set with a single microphone, a single earpiece.
Yep, I think so. Did you say you had a Bluetooth one?
I have got a Bluetooth one that I used to use with the phone.
Yeah, I was thinking the delay might be a bit too long then.
Yeah.
I'll try it.
But I found a reasonably priced one on CPC.
Oh yeah.
And I've got to order some batteries.
Righto.
So I will have a word with the boss and see if she will let me buy the headset on top of the batteries. That's all right. I just unfortunately I broke a tooth last week.
Oh right.
And I've been into the dentist, and the repairs are going to cost £2,500.
What?
What?
Whoa. Well, then you
Whoa.
definitely can afford a pair of headphones in the middle of all that. £2,500. What is it, made of gold?
No, it's either a bridge or an insert.
Oh my god, dude. That's so expensive.
That is dear.
I just take them all
Think
out.
of all the models you could make with that or buy with that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking about there.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the teeth.
Well,
Keith.
these letters I just bought. I mean, those have just cost me a couple £100.
Yes. Yeah. It's a different font, is it, or a different size?
It's different font and different sizes.
Right.
And some extras of the size I've already got.
Right. Right then, chaps. It's nearly come up to 2 hours, so let's call it a do. And call it a do, call it a day, and say adieu. That's kind of what I was trying to say. I've done my feet. These are the toes. Sorry, these are the heavy toes. I've got the washers in them. So that's going to hold the chap down in the wind. And then I've got the middle parts to do now. How about you, buddy? Gary, what have you got completed?
Got the whole chassis completed there.
Oh wow, yeah, look at that. What's the kit like? Is the detail good?
I can't understand this, right? They're made by the same company, right? Sort of in around the sort of same chassis and stuff like that there. There's more detail in this kit than there was in the last one I built.
Blimey.
I can't work it out.
I guess they're all the kits made at different times by different companies, and they might have different designers, maybe.
Yeah. I know there's a lot more detail in it. A lot more.
Do you like it with it's got like more detail or not?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's far better when the kit is like that.
Yeah.
So it
I
is.
agree. Yeah, I agree. Cool. Are you going to be back tonight?
Oh yeah, I'll be back tonight, Malcolm. Yes.
Fantastic. Cheers, Gary. And
thank you, Malcolm.
Keithy.
How'd you do?
How'd you get on today?
I have etched brass now.
Can you hold it up
Little
right
tiny
up to
piece
the
of etched
camera?
brass here.
Right
up to the camera.
Yeah, go on. Right in. There you go.
There we go.
Yeah. See that much clearer. Look at that. I can actually see it all. That's great.
Yeah, there we are. Oh, that looks quite nice up against that, doesn't it there?
Yep.
There we are. I've got some etched brass. And I have the seat just in the basic undercoat. So I'm just starting to paint the seat.
Oh, yeah.
So that's the start on the Hurricane. The truck is sat up in the cupboard up there now with the decal solution, chomping into the decals and making them all sit down nicely. So I'm not going to touch that now.
All right, mate. Are you going to be back tonight?
I hope to get back tonight. Like I say, if I should finish off my paperwork this afternoon.
All right, man.
Okay.
Awesome. Right, guys. We'll see you tonight, eh?
Yep.
I'll end the broadcast there. Cheers, Thomas. Cheers, Rob. Still there?
Cheers.
See you guys tonight. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.